avoid past, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you go from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes his leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Will you doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedick, no, for when were you a child?
You haven't told Benedick, we may guess by what you are, being a man. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy. You are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his hand on her shoulders, for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Oh, is it possible Disdain should die while she had such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain if you come in her presence.
That is the sum of all, Leonato. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedick. My dear friend Leonato hath invited you all.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled with prince or brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please let your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonato. We'll go together.
Benedick, dost thou know the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
In mine eyes, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Now there's her cousin, and were she not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intention to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary if Hero would be my wife.
It's come to this. Hath not the world one man, but will wear his cap with suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again? Go to, a faith. If thou will needs thrust thy neck into a yoke, bear the print of it and sigh away Sundays. Look, the prince is returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato?
He is in love. With who? Now that's your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
Amen. If you love her, she is very well worthy.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
Then I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
I shall see thee ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with hunger, or with sickness, my lord, not with love.
Well, you temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedick, repair to Leonato's, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for he hath indeed made great preparations.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No, child but Hero. She is his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye. That like, but had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant. And in their rooms come thronging, soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is.
Look, what will serve as fit? Just once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with around me. I know we shall have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part, in some disguise, and tell fair Hero I am Claudio. And take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then after to her father will I break. And the conclusion is she shall be done. In practice, let's put it presently.
What's the good here, my lord? Why are you so measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds. Therefore the sadness is outlit. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry and claw no man in his humor.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only. Who comes here? What news, Baraccio?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to build a mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Marry, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio.
Even he.
A proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
Marry on Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him anyway, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Revelers are entering, rubber. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly, look sweetly, and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
When pleases you to say so.
When I like your favor. God forbid that we don't like your face.
My guys is filmed in boots within the house, Joe.
Why then you're fine. Be close. Be well.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more work. The clerk is answered.
I know you well enough. You are Senor Antonio.
Took words I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit him.
Come, do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself go too? Among you are he. Graces will appear, and there's an end.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are.
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
What's he?
Why, he's the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him. And commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them. They laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do, he'll but break a comparison or two on me. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turning.
Sure my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one visor remains.
And that is Claudio! I know him by his bearings!
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too! He swore he'd marry her tonight!
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedick, but hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so. The prince woos for himself, for friendship is constant in all other things, save in the affairs of the offices of love. Therefore, in love, all hearts use their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself and trust no agent. Therefore, farewell, Hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow about your own business, County. The prince has brought your hero.
I hope him join
Do you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you will leave me. If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl, now will he creep into sedges. But then my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince is fool. Ha!
Now, senor, where's the town?
I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady.
The lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told us she is much wronged by you.
She misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, I was the prince's jester. Come, talk not of her.
Look, here she comes.
God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and the fair hero is won. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made imagined, all grace say amen to it. Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. As you are mine, I am yours. I gift myself to you and dote upon the exchange.
Cousins, God give you joy. Niece, will you look to those things I told you of? I cry you mercy, uncle. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant spirited lady.
She hath little of the melancholy element in her, my lord, for she is never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then, for my daughter tells me she hath often dreamed of unhappiness and waked herself with laughing.
She was an excellent wife for Benedick.
My lord, if they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudio, when do you mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches to love of all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence just a seven-night, and a time too brief to have all things answer my mind.
Come, you shake your head at so long a breathing. But I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dull biased. I will in the intro undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedick and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, one with the other. I would fain have a match, and doubt not, but to fashion it. If you three will but minister such assistance as I give you direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' washings.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle Leo?
I will do any modest office, my lord. Taught my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedick is not the unhopeless husband that I do now. Thus far, can I praise him? He is of a noble strain, approved valor, and confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin so that she shall fall in love with Benedick. And I, with your two's help, shall so practice on Benedick that in spite of its quick wit and crazy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an optional. His glory shall be ours. For we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I'll tell you my dream.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
How canst thou cross this marriage?
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favor of Margaret, the lady hero's waiting gentlewoman.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out her lady's chamber window.
What life isn't that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that which lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother, spare not to tell him he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up to a contaminated stale, such one as hero.
Grow this to what adverse issue it can. I will put it in practice. Be cunning in the working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by failing in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife, and now would he rather listen to the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor, and now will he buy 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier, and now is he turned orthography. His words are a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. May I be converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich shall she be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, oh, an excellent musician. And her hair shall be of what color it please God. The prince and monsieur love, I will hide me in the arbor.
Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedick?
Oh. Suck on. Foul sits. I'd never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither, but most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom she hath in all outward behavior seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible?
Faith,
God, counterfeit! Never was counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What affects the passion, shows she?
bait the hook well. This fish will bite.
What affects my lord? She will sit you heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How great you!
Amazing! I would have thought the spirits had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
So did I, my lord, especially against Benedick.
Think this a gold that the white-bearded fellow says it. Knavery cannot sure hide himself in such reverence.
He hath gained the infection. Hold it up.
Has she made her affection known to Benedick?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so often counted him with scorn, that's right to him that I love him?
This says she now, and she's beginning to write to him, for she'll be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock, till she have writ a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all. Oh, she tore the letter to 1,000 halfpence, ran at herself, but she should be so immodest to write to one she knew would flout her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirit, for I should flout him if he writ to me. Yea, though I love him, I should.
And then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedick, God give me patience.
She doth indeed, my daughter tells us so. And the ecstasy has so much o'erborne her that my daughter sometime fears she'll do a desperate outrage to herself. It is very true.
It were good. Benedick knew of it by some other. She will not discover it.
To what end? He would make for sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And should he, and when all is to hang it. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedick.
I am sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her uncle and her guardian.
I would she had bestowed it upon me. I would have daffed all other respects, and made her half myself. I pray you! Tell Benedick of it, and hear what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die if he woos her, and she will die if he love her not, rather than bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. For if she may tender of her love, 'tis very possible to scorn it. For the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
Hey!
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
Before God, in my mind, very wise.
He does show some sparks that are light wit.
And I take him to be valiant.
As Hector, I assure you. And in the managing of quarrels, you may say he is wise. For either he avoids them with great discretion, or undertakes them with the most Christian-like fear. Well, I am sorry for you, uneased. Should we go seek Benedick and tell him of her love?
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we'll hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedick well, and I could but modestly wish that he would examine himself to see how unworthy he is so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same net spread for her. That must your daughter and her gentlewoman care. The sport will be when they have won an opinion of another benefit. And that's no such matter. That's the scene I would see. It will be merely a dumb show. Let's send her to the calling to dinner.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. Seems her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why, it must be requited. I hear who I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from them. They say, too, she will rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happier they that hear their detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. Tis a truth, I can bear them witness, and wise or virtuous, 'tis so, I can bear them witness, and wise but for loving me. By my troth, it's no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I shall be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I've railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth, he cannot endure in his age. Shall these quips and scorns and paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I should die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
A
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message?
Yeah, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a doll withal. You have no stomach, signor? Very well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as much as to say, any pains I take for you is as easy as thanks. I will go get her picture.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is Cupid's little crafty arrow made, the only wounds by hearsay. Now begin, for look where Beatrice like a lopping runs close to the ground to hear our conference.
Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that her ear lose none of the false sweet bait we lay for. No, truly, Ursula, she's too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice entirely?
And my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They didn't entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Does not the gentleman deserve as full, as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch
Oh, God above, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She's so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so, and therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she would sport at it.
No, not to be so odd from all fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with her wits. Therefore, let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away inwardly in sighs. It were a better death than die with mocks, which is as bad as dying with tickling.
Yeah, tell her of it! Hear what she will say.
No, rather, I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion. And truly, I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with. One does not know how much an ill word may empoison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit rise to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
He is the only man of Italy, always excepting my dear Claudio.
I pray you, be not angry with me, madam. Speaking my fancy, Signor Benedick for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor goes foremost in report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His Excellency did earn it ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in with me. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel which is best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's like I warn you, we have killed her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some Cupid kills with arrows and some with traps.
What fire's in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, long! I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportedly.
I do but say till your marriage be consummate. Then ride with Arragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new laws of your marriage as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedick for his company. For from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not shoot at him. He hath a heart as sound as a bell. His tongue the clapper. What his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Talents, I'm not as I have been.
So say I, and methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant! There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache. Ow.
What? Sighing for the toothache?
Where is but a humor or word?
Well, everyone can master grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love. For if he be not in love with some woman, we should not be believing the old signs. A brush is a hat in the mornings. What should that bode?
Indeed, he looked younger than he did by loss of a beard.
Nay, he loves himself to said it. Can you smell that?
That's as much to say. The sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which has crept into a lute string and is now governed by stops.
That tells a heavy tale for him indeed. Conclude, he's in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
And yet, is this no charm for the toothache? Hold, Senor, walk aside with me. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
Formula! Great wisdom about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have played their part with Beatrice, and now the two bears will not bite one another once they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good end, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you,
In private?
if it please you. Yet, Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow?
No, he don't.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim better at me by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart hath hoped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstances shortened for. She has been too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she. Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. Wonder not till further warrant. Go but with me tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor, change your mind.
May this be so.
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly. Are you good men and true?
Also for pity that they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
We'll give them a charge, neighbor Dogberry.
This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if a will not stand?
Why then, take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he has been, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know it belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like a most ancient and quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen.
Well, sir.
Good night. And there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us sit here upon the church bench till 2 and then all to bed.
One word more, honesters. I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's door, for the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu,
Be vigilant, I beseech you. Peace, stir not!
That's my elbow! Stand under this penthouse, for it was rain, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to do.
Some treason, master. Yet stand close.
Know that I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats! Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear? Thou shouldst rather ask if it be possible any villainy be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will. Does thou not hear somebody? No, 'twas the gate on the house. Not so neither. But now I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leads me out her mistress' chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale finally. I should first tell thee how the prince Claudio and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don John, saw far up in the orchard this amiable and thought they Margaret was hero. What two of them did, the prince and Claudio. But the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths which first possessed them, partly by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy which did confirm any slander Don John had made. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would see her as he was appointed next morning at the temple, and there before the whole congregation shame her with what he saw her night and send her home again without a husband.
I charge you in the prince's name. There.
Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth.
Never, we charge you, let us obey you to go with us.
Your right to groom a goodly commodity be taken up with these men's backs. A commodity in question, I warrant you. Oh, I will obey you. Don't.
These gloves the Count sent me are an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot spell. A maid and stuffed. There's goodly catching of cold.
God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it, does not my wit become you rarely?
It is not seen enough. You should wear it inside of your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Kades Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a qualm.
There thou prickest her with a thistle.
Benedictus! Why, Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus.
Moral? No, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think perchance that I think you are in love. Nay, by Our Lady, I'm not such a fool to think what I list, nor I list not to think what I can, nor indeed I cannot think if I think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, that you will be in love, and that you can be in love. Yet Benedick was such another, and now has he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, he despises his heart. He eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I am not what he thinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is thy tongue keeps?
Not a false scalp.
Now withdraw! The prince, the count, Senor Benedick, Don John, and all the gallants of the town are come to venture to try.
Help to dress me, good cause, good name, good Ursula.
What? Would you with me? Honest neighbor.
Marry, sir, I will have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Grief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, my good friends, neighbors who are tedious?
It pleases your worship to say so. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find in my heart to bestow it all of your worship.
All by tediousness on me, ah?
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 pound more than 'tis. For I hear as good exclamation on the part of your worship as I do any man of the city. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
So am I.
I must leave you.
One word, sir.
Our watch, sir, had indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Make your examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be suffrageous.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well. You shall recount your particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
To be married to her, Friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither today to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now, interjections? Why then, some be of laughing.
Stand thee by, Friar. Father, by your leave, with free and unconstrained soul, will you give me this maid your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what may I have whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, lest you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonato, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend, for she is but the sign and semblance of her honor, and she knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
Dear my lord, if you in your own proof have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
Oh, I know what you would say. You would say I did embrace her as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonato, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
Seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on me, seeming! I'll write against it. You seem to me as Dian in her orb, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
My lord, well that he does speak so wise.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand as honored that I've gone about killing my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
With what man talked with you yesternight out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? If you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you would no maiden? Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon my honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did hear her. At that hour talk with some ruffian at her chamber window, who hath like a most liberal villain confessed the vilest encounters they've had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie! They are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoken. There is not chastity enough in language without offense to utter them. Thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Hero, what a hero hast thou been, if half thy outward graces have been placed through thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. So farewell, most foul, most fair. Fare thee well, thou pure impiety and impious purity.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Come, let us go! These things come thus to light, smother her spirits up.
Dead, I think. Help, uncle. Hero, my hero. Uncle, Signor Benedick, Friar.
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Therefore, why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Can she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live Hero, do not ope thine eyes, for did I think thou wouldst not quickly die, thought I by spirits were stronger than by shames myself, would on the rearward of reproaches strike at thy life. Grieved I had but one, chid I for that of frugal nature's frame a one, too much by thee, why had I one, why ever wast thou lovely in my eyes?
Sir, be patient. On my part, I am so attired in wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although until last night I had this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Would the two princes lie, and Claudio lie, who speaking of her foulness washed it with tears? Hence from her! Let her go!
For I have only been silent so long and given way to this course of fortune. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face. 1,000 innocent shames and angel whiteness beat away those blushes. Trust not my reading, nor my observations, which with experimental seal doth warrant the tenor of my book. Trust not my age, reverence, calling, nor divinity, if this sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Why seekst thou then to cover with excuse that which appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me, I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which maiden modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. O my father, prove you that any man converse with me at hours unmeet, or that I, yesternight, maintained the change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprision in the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor. If their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lies in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they do wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here the princes left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument, hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain unto a burial.
What will become of this? What will this do?
The supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may leave me.
Come, lady. Die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
Ah, how much might the man deserve with me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so much as you. It's not that strange.
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised, I protest I love thee.
Why then? God forgive me.
For what offense, sweet Beatrice?
You've stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
Do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone. No, I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you let me go.
Beatrice.
Sweet hero. She is wronged. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. Surely a princely testimony. A goodly count. Count confect. A sweet gallant. Surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake. Or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies. Valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. He's now as valiant as Hercules that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him, I will kiss your hand, and so depart. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go, come for your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so farewell.
Which we have actors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that ought to be examined? Have them come before the Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Braccio.
Pray, write down Borachio. Yours, Sirrah?
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea,
Yes, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. And put God first. For God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Oh, Mary, sir, we say we are none.
Well, stand aside. For God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, Mary. That's the eftest way. Let the watch come forth. I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable!
I prithee, fellow, peace. I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he hath received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the Lady Hero wrongfully.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his word, to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly, and not marry her.
Villain, thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
And this is more matters that you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this, suddenly died. Master Constable, let this man be ground back to Leonato's. I will go before him and show them their examination.
Thou naughty varlet!
Away! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass, though it be not written down yet. Forget not that I am an ass. Know thou, villain, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more an officer, and which is more householder, and which is more as pretty a piece of flesh as any is in Messina. And one that knows the law, go to, and a rich fellow enough, go to, and a fellow that hath had losses, and one that hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Bring him away. Oh, that I have been written down an ass!
Expend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
If thou speakst reason, nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied.
Here comes the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good end, good end.
Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lord!
Leonato, we have some haste.
Some haste? My lord will fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now while all is one? Thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with gray hairs and bruise of many days to challenge me to trial of a man. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors, oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy.
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death. But she was charged with nothing less, and that was full of proof.
My lord.
I will not heal you.
No? Come, brother, away, I will be heard.
And shall, for some of us are smart for it.
See, here comes the man with the seat.
Senor Benedick, what news?
My lord?
We have been up and down to seek thee. Lord, we are high proof melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away.
By this light, he changes more and more. He looks angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make good how you dare, what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy upon you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. Prince, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Blackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Till then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest. And I'll warrant thee for the love of Beatrice.
And have challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
Come you, sir, and justice cannot tame you. She shall ne'er weigh more reasons in her balance. Nay, and you'll be a cursing of her at once. You must be looked to.
Oh, no. Here are my father's men bound. Scorgio, one. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Mary, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. Sixth, and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask what's their offense. Sixth, and lastly, why they are thus committed. And to conclude, what you laid in their charge. You offended masters, that you are thus bound to your answer. This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet Prince, let me go no farther to my answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. Know that I have deceived thee with your very eyes, but your wisdoms could not discover. These shallow fools have brought to light who in the night overheard me confess to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, in which I had rather seal with my death than repeat over my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations, and briefly I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not the speech like iron through your blood.
Oh, I have drunk poison whilst he uttered it.
But had my brother set thee to this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed, trained of treachery, and he is led upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time our sexton hath reformed Senor Leonato of the matter. And, masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here, Professor Senor Leonato in the session too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, and I know to never man like him I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you would know you're wrong, go look on me!
Art thou a slave, and with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone!
No, not so, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you bethinks you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself, and impose me to what invention you may lay upon my sin, yet sinned I not, but am mistaken.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good honorable command, I would enjoin under any heavy weight he would entreat me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina hear how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house. Since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter almost the copy of my childhood's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Noble sir, your overkindly stuttering tears from me. I do accept your offer, and thus dispose henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow then I will expect your coming. Tonight I'll take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul, she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me, but hath always been just and virtuous in anything I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, which is indeed not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pain.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverend youth, and I praise God for you.
Here's for my pains.
God save the foundation!
Tonight, I'll mourn with you.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk of Margaret, our acquaintance grew of this lewd fellow.
The God of love that sits above and knows how pitiful I deserve, in singing, but in loving, Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the first employer of panders, and a whole book full of these quondam carpet mangers, whose names yet run smoothly in the even road of blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. I can find no rhyme to lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn, a hard rhyme. For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now. And yet ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him up to coward. Now tell me, for which of my bad parts did you first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil that they will admit no good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do indeed suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
You and I are too wise to woo peaceably. Now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved my lady hero hath been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all who is fed and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, signor?
I will live in your heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes, and moreover I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonato?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues is the hero that here lies. Death and guerdon of her wrongs gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died in shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am done. Now unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right. Good morrow, masters. Each his several way.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
Well, I am glad that all things work so well.
And so am I, being ousted by faith and force to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
To bind me, or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good Signor, your daughter, your niece, regards me with an eye of favor.
That I, my daughter, lent her, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
Besides whereof, I think you have from me, the prince and Claudio, but what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical, but for my will is your good will may stand with ours. This day to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, good friar, I shall require your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Claudio! Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Master Claudio.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then, sweet, let me see your face.
Know that you shall not until you take her hand before this holy friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certain. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a lady.
The former hero, the hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
Which is Beatrice.
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no more than reason.
Why then, the prince, your uncle, the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why then, my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore that you were well nigh dead for me.
And now we sworn upon him that he loves her, for here's a paper, written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedick.
Aww. A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee for pity.
I will not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace, I will stop your mouth.
Now, Benedick, the married man.
Prince, I tell thee what. A college of witcrackers could not flout me out of my humor. Come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We will have dancing after.
First of my word, therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. There is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother John is ta'en in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till morning. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers. 5, 6, 7, 8.